Yeah, go to the woods with me.
Okay, that sounds
Let's
like
go
creepy.
to the woods with my
That
car.
sounds very creepy. Okay.
Let's start with introductions. Please state your name, occupation, and are you in the relationship?
Okay, I'm Yavor. I'm originally from this country, but I don't live in this country anymore.
In which country?
I live in England now.
And from what country you are?
We're in Bulgaria now, obviously, yes. Yeah, I am not in a relationship. I kind of finished one relationship relatively soon. And more or less that's it.
And what is your longest relationship?
Maybe like 7 years.
Nice.
That's a long time ago. It's not the last one, though.
Yeah. Okay. You?
I'm Magda. I'm from Poland and I live in Bulgaria for 15 months right now.
Longest relationship?
Around 15 months, but it ended because my boyfriend died. If he didn't, we would be probably together. It was
Wow.
love of my life.
Okay, understood.
I'm Darina. I'm 25 now. Relationship status. I'm not in a relationship. Longest relationship. Good question. Not sure. I'd say 2 years, but like it was crappy, so I'd rather it didn't happen. But
Okay.
yeah.
Let's say, do you guys want to share some stories about some relationship first, or do you want to go to the topics I described?
To the topics.
I can start with the first topic. She said she's not sure about the longevity of the relationship, like 2 years, but I'm not sure. Why are you not sure? So what's the time frame women count as a relationship?
Oh, nice.
No, I mean, because it was long ago, and it was kind of the situation that like the relationship should have ended much sooner, but it didn't.
Why didn't then?
Because I was kind of like stuck there, you know. I was able to see like the red flags, you know, but I was trying to like gaslight myself that I was not seeing right, you know, and also I was manipulated, that I was the problem. When I tried to like speak up and like say what I see, I was again like gaslighted. So this made me stick around for longer than I should have, and then I finally saw what's up at one point, and I was like, okay, that's it, we're done. Over.
And during that time, did you try to fix it actually? Did you try to talk, to resolve,
exactly.
to
That's
discuss?
why,
I don't like that because blah blah blah. We can do blah, blah, blah.
That's when I got gaslighted and I got manipulated.
So you basically tried multiple times.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Well, when you have toxic relationship. When you have toxic relationship.
Yeah, it was toxic.
Unfortunately, most women don't want to end it. I don't know. Maybe they like the drama. Maybe they like to feel alive.
Maybe they have feelings, so
Yes,
they try to.
That's
even that it's like maybe not working. They have feelings, so they try to make it work. But after some time, it can turn out that it's without sense, and then they see it finally, and they did regret that it took so long. But we are more emotional, so maybe that's
absolutely. Yeah. Usually, I noticed that only after 30 years old, a woman became more logical and can control their feelings better. So before this age, they tend to.
Actually, women are more logical because we use the left hemisphere of the brain, but yeah, we are very often so emotional that it takes control sometimes.
I would call it probably not exactly more logical, but more down to earth to some degree.
Yes.
Because
also.
you look at the life at a more practical way than the men. We look even at love.
Men look more practical.
Yeah. Wait. Even at love, men look a little bit more idealistically when they try to build something for the first times. But after they get cheated or they act too nice to the girl and she lost attraction. It's not about every man. It's not about every relationship, of course. There are some nice girls that is also first time for her and they build really good relationship. But there is a lot of time when men first, they will love idealistically. Like we build some perfect vision of you and believe in this vision that you will never cheat, that you will never give up on us even if we are in the baddest shape ever. and we really believe that. But at some point, we let ourselves go too much, and the girl lose attraction. This is why I
But you
preach.
mean only young men or?
Yeah, mostly young men.
Mhm,
Yeah,
okay.
this is for the young men because when you get older, you are not looking from the pink glasses already. So you have you start being more how it's called, more
Practical.
yeah, thank you, more practical. And the same go for the girls, of course. When you are young, and if you are not going around sleeping with a lot of guys, then you of course can fall in love in one man and stay with him. Actually, there was a study that showed that if a girl have more than 5 sexual partners, the divorce rate skyrockets to 80% more. So basically, if you have more than 5 men, chances of you getting divorce is 4 times more.
And
And
did other factors were taken into consideration in this research?
what exactly?
Like, for example, the number of women that the men slept with?
I don't think so, because the women are the one that initiate a divorce. So
Yeah, this is another study. Like I found this as well. Like 70 or 80% of divorces are initiated by women. The women are those ones that decide I don't want it anymore. Fuck off. Can we say fuck off?
yeah, sure.
Okay.
But that's why they decided, because she had enough partners, and she is always comparing yourself with all of them. So, for example, I might not have the biggest muscles, and if my girl had love with somebody like Mr. Olympia, and also with Bill Gates, and also with somebody else, she will compare me, my muscles to Mr. Olympia, my money to Bill Gates, my actions to her with some simp that trying to kiss her legs and do whatever she wants, and she will compare you with the strongest qualities of every separate man. So if she have a lot of men, this one will have better dick, this one have better tongue game, this one buy you gift every morning, buy you flowers, say, oh, you're beautiful. And yes, you break up with him because he's boring, but this one is really toxic, and you want all the best traits in one man. So
That makes sense.
the most partners you have,
Do
the
you
most...
find yourself in this?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is...
Oh, it's kind of cool actually. You admit this stuff because it's the thing we think maybe that's how it works, but when you say it works like that, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, I think it's true because I was part of the hookup culture. So,
I was. It means you're not anymore.
yeah, I decided to go celibate.
Do you want to kind of share more about this because it's very interesting for me? Look,
Okay.
But remember, you are on the podcast, it's going to the internet, so
Oh,
No,
fuck.
think about it. Think about
Yeah,
it.
maybe your parents will.
I
see
will.
this
No,
podcast.
my parents are the least of my problem.
I will see if it's recording. Yeah, all good. This is one of my biggest fears. Sometimes I
Yeah.
have 1 hour talking on the camera, and the camera turned off 10 minutes ago.
that's why I need to have 2 cameras.
I don't have money right now for this budget. Okay, let's see.
Well, what about the hookup culture?
If you want to share, I advise against
No
it.
pressure, no
What do you
pressure.
want to know?
Did you felt happy? Well, first of all, hookup culture means like to me it means like you kind of have random one time or a few times sex with different people all the time.
I mean, I'm talking more like, more like friends with benefits, situationships, and yes, even occasionally one night stands. So I was kind of like, I was curious, I wanted to experiment. And to be honest, I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel bad that I did that. Maybe it has bad effects, like what he's saying. But kind of like I feel like doing this led me to the point of realizing that okay, this actually doesn't feel that great.
That makes good
So
sense.
I decided to go celibate. It was actually after one really, really bad one night stand. He knows about it, but I'm not gonna share more about it. So this was like I don't know, like an eye opener, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is not good. I don't want to continue doing this. So this is when I took like a break from
Uh-huh.
hooking up for like I don't know, 6 months or something. Then my Greek husband came back from Greece, so I had to hook up. And then now after that moment again, like I'm celibate.
I have a question for you. Can you compare your happiness during this hookup time? I mean, I understand different people are different, but what are you more happy during this occasional relationship situationships, as you said, or are you more happy when you have some kind of a relationship with just one person?
Definitely relationship with one person and having sex within a relationship is like feels much better. But also like I mean how easy it is to go ahead and build a relationship with someone, right? Like this doesn't happen like that. And it's definitely like much kind of like easier to just hook up and forget about it and kind of like not invest yourself emotionally or like time and effort. But also at some points it may leave you feeling like kind of like worthless, kind of like sad that you were like used or something like this because kind of essentially you're just using each other when you're just hooking up, right? And so that part of it is not good. It didn't feel good. I was not happy with that. However, having different experiences, spicy experiences was fun, not gonna lie. Now I don't know if I'm like happier.
Wait,
the,
now you're not in a relationship, or you're? I forgot.
no, I'm not in a relationship.
Okay. You're
Uh,
single, like single,
I'm
single.
single.
No
I'm
hookups.
celibate. No hookups.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Um, sometimes my brain goes like, should I go back to hookups? It was recently, he knows. But then I don't know. I just don't feel the same anymore. It's like
And I always
I
advise her,
can't.
don't do it.
Yeah.
So it's closed chapter now.
I will
I
explain
mean,
why I advise it actually. The problem with hookups is I even know some of the situations. For example, one stewardess girl, her friend told me about this. Women love to share fuck up of other women, basically. And this girl is around 23 years old, really beautiful blonde stewardess, and she had so much fun that at this point she can go just she sees somebody she like on the street, she go to him directly and ask him, do you want to fuck me? And after they have sex, she asks him, can you beat me, can you spit on me, can you dominate me? She's with all the bruises on her legs that is not visible, with the skirt. She fucked up her psyche so much that now she cannot have any type of normal relationship because she don't feel stimulated even from the sex. She need to have violence upon her to even feel slightly
I have a
something.
male friend that is describing this as a term. She's fucked up in the brain, which is
Yeah.
true. Which is true. It happens.
Yeah, she fried her psyche.
That's sad.
So if you go to
Do you
the
think that's
hookup,
permanent damage? Can that be fixed?
yes, it is.
I
That's
think
the
as
problem.
well.
It's permanent because once you step over the line, you will go back to it eventually if you need to have
It's
a
like
lot of
drugs.
control.
It's really
Yeah.
really hard
so
to.
fuck then.
Well, the only way for the girl to stay, of course, I cannot say that it's for everybody, there is always some exceptions, but you to not go back after 1, 2, 3, 4 years together with a man when you feel bored or something, when your hormones strike you at some point and you feel adventurous, uh, you need to not be in the situation when you can easily do it. It's like with the diet. If I am trying to not eat potato chips, but I have potato chips on my table, I have potato chips here, and every day I try to work, I see those potato chips,
Okay.
that will be too much. I will not be able to stop myself from taking a little bit. So to not do this, I need to remove the potato chips from the apartment and live somewhere far away. So to get to them, it will be hard for me. And then I'm like, I want, but I have to stand, go to my car, drive, too much hassle to do it. and then you just don't do it. You still want it, but you don't do it.
That's like Greek husband went back to Greece. It's like now I have to go to Greece to do something. So it's like
You create so many obstacles, so you don't
okay.
have to indulge in it. It's about everything, and relationship, and food, whatever. And the same go for the good habits too. If you want it to be easy, you need to look at it every day, like my fitness, like my massage chair, like the sauna. So I am eating, I'm working. I look, I need to train. I need to do something. When it's constantly on your eyes, then you can do it easily. Okay.
And sorry, can we go back to what you said with
Sure.
the woman wanting like more hardcore sex, more BDSM type of thing? Like because you said it happens once she has been like with so many men having so much sex that she now has to have it like even harder to feel something. Okay, but is it okay? This happens, but also does that mean some people like does this apply to all? Because for example, like I have a friend that likes having this kind of sex, a lot of it, and really hard. But like I don't think she has a history of being with lots and lots of men. And, like,
Is she having it with the same person though, with the permanent partner?
Currently, yes.
And that's different.
Then it's good for her. It will not fry her psychic because it's slow, It's slow. For the men, we have the same problem with pornography, for example. If one man, and there was study about this, most maniacs, most pedophiles, most rapists on all the history are actually were actually indulged in pornography too much.
Really?
Yeah, so you can Google it. A lot of rapists in modern time were consuming too much pornography, and what it does to your brain, it's actually similar because you first start with some light stuff, just a girl masturbating or something. Then you go to the normal sex, then you go to BBC, then you go to something else, cuckold, whatever. Basically, you need more and more and more and more and more stimulus as you go inside of this path. And at some point, your brain a little bit deteriorate. Help me out. Deteriorate, but deteriorate. Basically, some parts of your brain shrinks. It's scientifically proven. Thank God you can reverse it in 6 months when you stop watching it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
Can you stop watching porn for 6 months though?
yeah, it will. I actually
Come on, when was the last time both of you watched porn? 5 minutes ago?
No, actually, I watched last week.
Was it nice?
No, I don't like it.
Why you did it then?
Huh?
Why you did it?
I don't know, because I was like, I haven't done it in so long.
Let's see what else is there.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't believe we're okay.
Watch a little bit, it's not a problem. The problem if you watch it 3 times per day. If you watch it 1 time per few days, it's
Look,
nothing.
it's impossible to watch a little bit of porn. That's like chocolate. You can't eat just one block. You eat the whole thing. Okay, can you open chocolate and eat just one block?
Yeah.
No.
Chocolate no.
Same with porn.
Not for everyone. Everyone is different.
When was the last time you watched porn?
I don't want to talk about it, but recently, no, I was not in general in this mood. In general.
Okay. Okay. So, what are your end goals? Do you search, for example, long relationship, a short relationship? What you want?
It's very simple. I want kids, wife, and I want to kind of spend my whole rest of my life with this person. And obviously, we should understand each other. We should support each other. We should work toward a common idea, build a better world. That's it.
Okay.
Can I ask how old are you?
Yes, but first of all, how old do I look like? Based on my appearance.
Difficult to say 30 something, but I don't want to.
It's not gonna be offensive. Just throw a number.
Just if I had to ask, I guess maybe 30. I don't know. No, around 30. Tell me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say 33.
I'm 35.
35. I noticed that very often men after 30, they become more mature because earlier they are more like, for example, people in big cities, it's very easy to meet people. Like, for example, men from the village, I think in Poland at least, they are more like family oriented, like in the past generations. And in big cities, a lot of men are looking for just fun, adventures. It's very easy, like to have Tinder and so on, and in the disco. But I noticed that men after 30, then they change. But it's of course not like always. Not all men get mature, unfortunately. But yeah, it's what I noticed.
So you're just saying I'm mature.
It sounds very nice what you are looking for. I
Well,
think it's...
honestly, I think all men look for this, but the problem is that we need
No, but when they
one
are young-
specific person to do it.
Yes, but when they are young, in big cities, I think no. I don't know. You are
Yeah.
from Varna?
I am from Varna. I will give you this example. For example, imagine that you have the access to the candy shop and you can eat every candy for free. Any chocolate, anything, you just
What I said, more or less similar.
from 18 years old, you can go to the shop, you can eat any candy. Unfortunately, most men don't have access to this same shop until they hit 30 years old. Because even the statistics in Tinder showed that 80% of the women like only 20% of the men. So
yes,
basically,
I'm talking about this 20%.
yes, of course you talk about this 20%. But they don't have to have the relationship with only one girl because every girl wants them.
Yes.
But even men as that, I have clients that are like that. The guy have six pack. He's 180 tall. He's tall enough. He earn around 5,000 euro every month. He have two businesses with real estate, with some other stuff, and he still cannot find a girlfriend. He consulted with me for the same reason as him. Like he also want family, he also want to build, and he said to me, "Look, when I put normal pictures on Tinder, girls don't match me. Only when I put like shirtless fuckboy style, but I'm not like that. I want something serious, but I cannot find serious girlfriend." And he matched, of course, with a lot of people. He asked them questions about how many men you slept with, but nobody will honestly answer that.
Sick.
I can answer this question: how many men I slept with?
You will never know.
No, I can tell you how many men I slept with.
Me too, 0.
I think if someone has a low self-esteem, then they ask this kind of question.
Well, he's just looking for the wife,
Yeah, but he should
And
think about future, not about the past.
Men look about the past, women look for the future of the
Yep.
man.
That's
You
well known.
look, you look for our potential, but we look on your past too, because your
understand,
future
I
depends
understand.
on your past. If somebody cheated before, she will cheat on you.
And
If somebody was faithful, she will
Wait, so
stay
you're not
faithful.
comfortable with the question how many men you slept with in a long relationship once you're with this person for 6 months, 1 year, and see that things are serious and you kind of going somewhere? You're not gonna answer this question to your potentially future husband or whatever?
maybe I would answer, but I wouldn't like that he's asking this, because I think if you are like confident, then I don't know. Maybe everyone is different, but I think it's not a good question.
I think it's an excellent question. I always ask this question when I see the relationship is going somewhere. I asked this question in my last relationship, which lasted 1 year. And I kind of saw my last one was actually going somewhere. It was actually going somewhere because we started speaking about children and family and stuff. It didn't work out anyway. So we discussed this question and we explained to each other, our previous experience, what worked, what didn't work. In this discussion, the actual discussion of what worked and what didn't work in the previous ones, you find out your mistakes, you find out about the person, and you're actually able to avoid stupid problems in your current relationship. So I think this is a very good question to answer. And there is no shame in the numbers or something like that. I mean, obviously, if the number is low, You can discuss why the number is low, what you benefit from this low number, because low number usually mean longer relationship. In longer relationship, you deal with certain situations and certain stuff. If you have high number, you deal with other stuff. So there is always something to learn and something to gain from this question.
Yeah,
From my
but
perspective, I can say, but it's only my opinion. Maybe other women don't think the same. But for me, if a man would like to hear a low number, it means he has low self-esteem and he is comparing himself with other men. But but okay, it's only my opinion. Okay.
I wouldn't say so. Number is number. It kind of course, it matters, but it doesn't matter that much. And if that person for that period of time showed some quality, so you know his possibility for long-term relationship, the number shouldn't matter that much anyway.
But for me, it's more important. Like for example, what you said, what you were talking with your girlfriend about past relationships, what didn't work, and this is more important for me. But everyone is different.
I'll give you an example. Even though I don't want to talk, specific thing about my relationships, I'm just gonna discuss this with you. Turned out my previous girlfriend didn't manage to have long relationship. She always had something like 6 months, up to 6 months, and we did 1 year, which is kind of a record, double the record. But it's for a reason actually, because she was that kind of personality that not so easy to pair a bond, to build strong communication with someone, communication issues and all this stuff. You kind of see this stuff, and there is a pattern. I don't want to say people are the same; they're gonna do the same mistakes, but there are patterns that they repeat. Obviously, you can fix this stuff if you work on yourself, or if you work with specialists, I guess, or something like this.
I don't believe, by the way.
No.
No. Like, you can try to fix it, but it will be temporary. Just imagine if you try to fix yourself when you want to improve yourself in any way, how hard it is. You always tend to go back to the way you were before. It's really, really hard work. And to fix somebody else, that's not really want to be fixed, honestly.
You can't fix someone else, but you can tell them something's wrong. They can decide that, oh yes, actually, this is not exactly the right thing. Maybe I should work on myself. That's
Yeah,
my
and for
point.
example,
Only
I
if
want
they
to work
really
on it
want
for
it,
this
but-
person, for it so it works.
Only if they really want it. That's
you
the
can
problem.
suffer.
And for them to want it every time and not to go back to the old self, it's too much. Like,
But
you
people
you
change
can
after some
Yeah.
age, for example, as we said.
Yeah, but it's not because you want it, because you have to. And you can show that you changed, but you don't have to really change that much. So you
But
put some
sometimes,
mask, you
yeah.
act this certain way until you get what you want, and then you go back to what
No,
you
but
were.
you go through different experience in life, and sometimes your opinion about something changes, and
Yeah, true, true.
so that's why.
But
True.
change based on the experience you have. You need
Yeah.
to go through something to change.
Yes. So for example, with age, sometimes it changes.
True, yeah. Girl look on the mirror, understand that she don't get younger, she don't get so much attention
That
from
doesn't
men
apply for you.
anymore.
You're exception though.
Yeah, you are beautiful.
Both of
She
you.
don't get so much attention anymore, and she say, oh, I have to do something different because something is not right, something is different. The situation change, and she changing with the situation. And some girls don't change, honestly. I had, for example, met with one girl like 38, 40 years old, something like that. And I am 34, I'm younger. And she expected me to act like I'm trying to win her over, like she's 25, 30 years old. To be the gentleman, to do whatever I need to do, to win her. And honestly, in my eyes, her sexual attractiveness for me was not enough to do anything. So I didn't, and we just.
So why did you
Move separate ways.
date her?
I didn't date her. I am talking about only the meeting part, when you meet somebody new and you see, do you want to have something with them or not. Well, with more young girl, for example, or more slim girl, or somebody that are more attractive in my eyes, I of course do more. But a lot of girls, even when they age, I know a lot of 30 plus years old on the work. For example, my ex told me about a lot of her colleagues that are not in the relationships. They don't have anything on their name, but they expect a lot from the future men. And their expectations are only grow higher and higher and higher. like when they were 20, no expectation, they have fun, they go around, they sleep around, they do whatever they want. Now they're 30 plus, and she said, okay, I want him to be rich, to be tall, to be funny, but to let me be free. Let me go to the discotheques to dance when I want, to drink with the girls. I want him to travel with me at least 2 times per year. And she have on and on and on list, and she cannot even cook. And I'm like, my mother in Israel, she had a friend. Yeah, she's from Israel. She had a friend, 40 years old. They lonely, not even beautiful. She's not even beautiful. She's like,
But Israel
Oh.
is different, what I heard.
but half of them are Ukraine
Can I say
speaking.
something funny?
Just a second. They met her with a guy with a lot better job, a lot better looks, and she said, I don't like how he laughs. And she blew him off only because of this.
He laugh.
Yes, only because of that. They're really delusional sometimes.
Yes, but it depends totally on the society where you grow. Totally, because I can see difference between, for example,
She's
women
still
from
lonely.
Russia and the Ukraine, and for example, compare it with the West. Totally different approach
I
towards
see
them.
it's different as well.
Yeah, true.
But about Israel, it's very funny because I recently heard an opinion that in Israel women, it was an opinion of a man, that in Israel women, they think that sun goes from their ass, goes and like that they are in the middle of the most important. So and also their relationships are different because their women is in charge, from what I heard.
True, yeah, that's
So
true.
it's totally different than think about Bulgaria or some.
The same go for the Philippines, for example. Their men is in charge, they're really feminine, and they expect men to be a man. So different countries, yes, they have different.
Totally different, totally.
Yeah, it's all. That's why I said in the beginning, with the potato chips example. When you go to somewhere, where it's not easy, when it's hard, and when people around you expect from you certain types of behavior, it's more easier to behave the right way. Unfortunately, one of the minuses with dating a Filipino girl or some black girl or something, for me personally, is, for example, that because I want to have white children in the future. I also
Why you want to have white children?
I will feel that they are mine. Honestly, I visualize. I'm a really strong visualizer. I can visualize a lot of the things, and I just understand that I want my children to look like me. Obviously.
Can I say something similar? I understand you. Like, it sounds maybe a bit bad, and like if we were in the Western European country, you would have a lot of haters. But it's normal. Everyone is different. For example, also I had a date some time ago with a man from Tinder. Usually I swipe left because I'm not so much into Slavic men, and he was very handsome. And usually I also don't want to match with Turkish people, and because it's like Muslims are totally different than me, totally different. But he was very handsome, so we matched, and he behaved very well. Like he was extremely gentleman, really nice. But I think subconsciously I had a problem with that he's Muslim. So, and I asked him about if he was religious. He was. And for example, I visualized I wouldn't like to have a Muslim children, so it wouldn't go anywhere serious. So I understand you.
Yeah, the same. Like I have nothing about black girls. I dated black girl. I dated Japanese girl one time for a few months. And honestly, I think they're really beautiful and they're really cute. I don't have nothing against any race or any type of skin color and so on.
But you can't accept your kids as a non-new color. That's weird. I mean,
For the same reason, I will
Doesn't
not
make any
have. For the same reason, I will not have children with the girl that is 150 tall, that is really short. But for me, they're most sexy. Because for me, I'm 2 meters tall.
Kids with her.
Look, for me, 2 meters. I'm 2 meters tall. And I don't know how it works, but shorter girls for me are sexier. But I will not have children with her because the children will be middle of our height. I want our children to be tall.
But that would be perfect because you're
No,
tall.
no,
So
but
it
if
will
it
be
will
like
be the going,
170. A
if it
woman,
will be
your
a boy,
daughter
it's
would
not
be
a good.
170.
If it will be a boy and
He would
it's
be
not good.
175,
No, it's not good.
80.
I
80
want
is
a-
not good.
Yeah,
I
it's
want
not like
I
your
want
turn.
my boy to be like 190
So
minimum.
you want your boy to be like you, like your
Yes,
copy.
yes. And
You
that's
don't
why
even know how genetics work. That makes no sense what you're saying.
no, it's Mike.
Everyone has different objectives, and for
The
him it's
children
important.
is
For
the
me it's
copy of the
funny,
both
but for him
parents.
it's important.
Not necessarily. You may get the gene that is responsible for the height from the mother, from the father.
Yeah,
It's
and that's
lottery.
and
It's
that's
lottery. You
and
don't know
that's
what's going on.
why
It would be
and that's
perfect.
why I want
180,
higher mother.
175.
You said he's too tall. How tall
For
the
me,
man
he's
should
too
be?
tall. I'm very tall woman. I'm 173, but he's like.
How tall you men should be then?
For me, it's not so important because I met men in the past, like very often I met men who are shorter than me, and so that's why for me it's just enough if he's not shorter or like.
So the bare minimum 173 your height.
Yeah, more or less like me, or like slightly less, but
heels,
slightly.
But when you put heels,
She don't wear heels.
No, it's not so important because other things are more important for me, and
Of
it's
course,
very
yeah.
difficult to find handsome man who has a nice character, a good heart, values, and so on.
That doesn't exist. You have to.
So for me, height
give up
is not so important. You know, other things are more important. So for me, it's a bit funny, but I understand that for you, this is important for you.
no, I'm thinking about my future children. You know, I don't do it. I don't do it for me, because for me, I like small girls when they're short. Because for me, it's just cute. I like cute stuff.
But imagine your daughter. If she's like, oh my god, if you have
She will be a model.
Yes, but it's very bad in real life. Like I always was too tall. I'm serious. Your daughter will have complex. I have a friend. She was like very beautiful girl, taller than me, and she had complexes because if she is a model. But how often it happens that someone is a model really? In real life, it's very difficult to find, even for me, a man who's at least my height. So in real life, trust me.
Well, that's why I'm going for the boys. You know, I
But
want to have.
You cannot. You would have to go for in vitro if you want to plan your.
That was my next question, which I'm conveniently waiting to ask. If you want all this stuff, why you just don't do like in vitro some kind of what's the opposite of the female version of the sperm bank or something? You can just choose your woman by picture, by properties, by stuff, and make the perfect kids.
Well, then where is the mother there?
Well,
will help
you
me
can't
with
have
this?
everything.
Well, I will do what I can.
Same here.
Yeah.
Really, for a woman, your daughter will be sad about that. Really, trust me. 170 is good, but more it's bad. Like I cannot even wear heels very often because even on flat shoes I'm very often taller than most of men. So it's a curse.
But look, I don't want my girl, future wife, to be 180 or something. I want her to be between 165, 175, something in the middle. I don't need her to be
But
incredibly
your daughter
tall.
will be like 180. Like she will be like a man, you know.
Who knows? We don't know that yet, but
Yeah, but there are these researches that you can calculate more or less.
mhm. Okay, let's continue. So, girls, tell me, who pays for the first date?
I'm quite conservative, so like in the past, it depends also with age. Like now I earn good money, so but I expect it actually, to be honest, because otherwise I don't think well about this boy, you know. But for example, it's enough if he propose and now if I like him actually, I will say that okay, but the next time I will pay, or even sometimes I don't want him to pay. Even if I don't like him, sometimes I don't want to meet him again, so I say no, thank you. But the gesture for me is very important, and I'm conservative, so I'm more like yeah.
and where you want to go, for example, for the first date? Some coffee shop, some restaurant, some walk. What are your options that are
It's not so
convenient?
important if I like the man, but I appreciate so much if he's inviting me more than a coffee, like for example a restaurant. Then I feel like a princess and like a queen, like a lady, and I feel that he cares, and it's amazing because women like love it and they feel very well. So
Darina?
restaurant, it's nice.
It's not necessary that he does that, but it is nice when he does that. Again, it's about the gesture. And also for the type of date, honestly, I'm very low maintenance, so like I don't need like a restaurant or dinner or anything. I'd be happy just for going for a walk or hanging out. And in fact, I dislike it when we put like a huge importance on the first date. That kind of puts a whole lot of pressure on everyone.
Mhm.
So I feel like something more chill, like hanging out, getting to know each other, is like better.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Like for me, when I hear that he wants to go for a walk, I think, oh, he's so cheap. But on the other hand, also if I really like him, then I don't mind if I really like him. But yes, like
Okay, you know
but
what,
I have this thought. That, oh,
You know what? We're never gonna get together because I always go for walk, and you know why?
why?
Because with this woman, eventually, I want to see if she's lazy. I want to see if she's able to walk because I want to take her. Like I want us to travel. I want us to go places, to explore cities, to climb mountains and peaks, and go skiing and snowboarding and doing stuff. And going to restaurant, well, why? I mean, you can always go to restaurants.
It depends on the person, you know. Like, but as I said, it's not so important. But for example, I really appreciate when a man is like proposing something like wow, like something different, not like coffee, but something more interesting, like just something like more less unusual. But you know, but it's not so important. But it's making a really good impression.
To do it, by the way,
You're not going on date with her.
to do this both things, you can at least, for example, what I did, we go to the Starbucks or something. I take 2 large coffees and we go for the walk with 2 large coffees.
Yeah, but
This
look-
way, I still pay enough for her to not think that I'm too cheap, and we still walk. It's
No, but-
something in the middle.
Don't get me wrong. I'm a little bit offended here, and I take it personal because I'm cheap. Don't get me wrong. I work, I make money, I don't mind spending stuff. I'm traveling in Europe every 2-3 months, 2-3 weeks. I go twice in Europe all the time. I travel a lot. You know, the last year I have more than 100 hours just in the airplane. And if you count the airports and all this stuff, this is like, just for your information, 100 times in the airplane means I spent 4.5 days just in the air, just flying. So it's not about money. It's about how you spend this money. Because I want to definitely spend this money, go to restaurants and places and spend money on the woman I see I have potential with, not on the first date. Because you know how many unsuccessful first date I'm gonna have, and women abuse and use this to actually get free stuff.
Yeah,
Not
he
me.
actually is
Not me.
right. He's
Not me.
actually right because
Not me. And if you're happy with this fact, not you personally, but the woman that expect to go on restaurants and stuff, she's probably gold digger or something like that. So no.
Okay.
I have actually had this scam. I have video about this exact situation when I met a girl in Tinder. And we agreed to meet on the coffee shop to drink coffee to get know each other. So we met, and she was super positive. Oh, I like how tall you are. You're looking so good. Can we please go to the other place? I want really to check it out. And I will, you know, when you are greeted with such positivity, you cannot say no. You're already here, and it's the place near. And we go inside, and it was a restaurant. Everything inside was pink. Pink chair, pink table, pink walls, balloons with hearts. I'm like, where the fuck I am?
But
Like-
maybe she was not there earlier. Maybe she was not there
Wait,
earlier.
wait. Then we go sit. She say, oh, I am a little bit hungry. Do you
Oh,
mind
it
if
was
I
a
eat
crowd.
something? Yes. She eat the first meal, the second meal. I'm drinking just tea. I invited her for the tea. I drink only tea. And the communication with her died 10 minutes ago. Like we spoke about 35 to 40 minutes and it's gradually died. And then she's like, oh, we have such a nice time. What do you think? Do I go for the dessert? and she's looking at me, trying to figure out, are you ready to pay for the dessert too? It was so obvious. I'm drinking the tea, I already know what I will do. And I say, this is your choice, I don't care what you do, you know? And she's, oh, okay, okay. She didn't even finish the dessert. She ate half of it, she was so full, she's eat half of the dessert, okay, I'm full. And then her strategy was to say, next time maybe I invite you to my place. But not now. No, I eat too much, I'm tired. But next time maybe I will do this. And I'm saying, sure, sure, sure. So when the bill come, I ask the guy, can you please split the bill? And he was looking like, oh. She was looking at me like I killed her baby or something, you know? She was like, man, I'm not trying to make you pay, but men are supposed to be gentlemen. I'm like, yeah, and I invited you for a coffee. I didn't invite you for the restaurant. You make me go here, and you expect me right now to do this? I'm not stupid.
Can I ask how old was she?
Probably 30 years old.
Okay, because I thought maybe she was very young, because as I said, for women also it's a bit changing how they look at it. Like when I was like 20 something, very young, for me it was like very impressed me when a man was like inviting.
If I
and
invite
now-
you, then it's not a problem. Of course
Yes,
I will
yes,
pay.
yes.
But you know,
I thought she's very young. That's why she did it
no,
like this.
she
Yes.
definitely did it multiple times with multiple men.
So she has to have a lot of free time to do it.
Well, this is free food, you know. The bill was like 25 leva, but still it's free food.
Yes.
And for me, for example, I earn enough. Like we are in my apartment, it's 100 square meters. Like I have money, but honestly, I invite girls for the restaurant only after we dated for at least 1 month, like that. So the first date maximum, I am ready to spend some, as I told, to 10 leva, like for 2 coffees. I am even good, for example, to invite girl to come over. I will cook. Not on the restaurant. I will cook personally. I still spend money for the food, like 15 leva, because we can drink wine at my place. We can eat food, and I even will behave normally. I will not try to sleep with her on the first date. But the idea is, mm, I don't go to the restaurants, you know, when she didn't prove to me that she's worth it, that she we have something. From me, just do you deserve this investment? Do you provide some value to me?
I think it's important that you have your standards for everyone, women and men, and you do what you feel comfortable with. For
Yeah.
example, Javor said that he is not comfortable with paying on the first date. It's okay. You should just do what you feel comfortable with.
I didn't quite say that. I don't think the first date should involve any money and stuff. You go for walk and talk, and you decide like if you have common stuff to talk about, if you kind of have flow in the conversation. Maybe you can actually have a good time and discuss that. Oh, yeah, I like this. I like this. Oh, I like to walk. Oh, yeah, actually, even run. Let's run actually together. Let's go and do some push-ups and stuff on this stuff over there. Let's sit and see the sunrise, the sunset. If you like common stuff or not, or if you say, oh, my makeup will fucked up. Now it's too windy. My hair will, whatever.
Honestly, my opinion, and you still have to pay a little bit. So if you don't at least buy her a coffee, it's just not serious.
Like coffee is a very sensitive topic for me as well because yes, I drink coffee right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't drink coffee.
So matcha, tea. I'm on your side more. Like for me, it looks better.
Like if you at least buy some small drink, like
Yes,
you
yes.
at least show that you.
Of course you can. Of course you can buy stuff and do stuff. Yes, I'm not saying you shouldn't.
Yeah, not dinner, but you know, one cup of coffee.
Come on,
one
sitting
cup
in a
of tea.
coffee and having this as a date, stupid as fuck. Come on.
He said
Well, you
can
don't
take
have to
coffee
sit.
to
You don't
go.
have to sit.
And it's really nice.
I
It's better,
really
yeah.
hate sitting on the coffee shops for the first date. That's why most
Sitting in the restaurant is the same.
Yeah, I don't go for the restaurant. That's why.
You can take her for a hike, for example, with your car somewhere. You can think of something more
I tend
creative.
to like
you know?
this, to be honest. It's very complicated because, you know, people don't really believe you at the first time. You can't really take it.
Yeah, go to the woods with me.
Okay, that sounds
Let's
like
go to
creepy.
the woods with my
That's
car.
very creepy. Okay.
It's nice though. It's nice though. It kind of happened, and it's kind of nice. To be honest, my last relationship kind of developed that way because I'm telling you a funny story. So
We're going to the woods.
no, look, I met with this girl super randomly. I spoke to her. Obviously, she's not Bulgarian.
What nationality was she?
Ukrainian.
Oh, okay.
Ukrainian.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought maybe I shouldn't ask.
We spoke a little bit, and that's it. We exchanged social media because I don't even know why. I didn't wrote anything. Then few days after, we randomly met at Kubo, and I was with the company. She was with her company, and we super.
So it was here.
Yeah,
Kubo.
yeah.
Because I thought you live abroad. So
Yes,
it
but
was,
I spent my summer holidays here.
So it was
Summer
like
is
a long
summer is too
time.
cool in Bulgaria to spend in different
I
places.
know, of course.
Why
I
should go
agree. It's
Look,
amazing.
why I should go to Spain or to somewhere when I have the beach here?
Yes. And but so it was long time.
Last year.
Distance. Yeah.
Long distance, yeah. But it worked. That's why 100 hours in the plane.
That's why.
Anyway, we randomly met at this Kubo, and my friends wanted to go and drink and smoke and do stuff. And we were sitting at the middle of Kubo and what we should do next. And they said, oh, let's go smoke shisha, let's go drink vodka, let's go do this stuff. Her friend did kind of the same thing. And both of us there, oh, hi, and I met you like a few days ago. Yeah, what your friends do? What you doing next? Oh, my friends want to go drink, smoke. I don't drink alcohol. And I not
Very
smoke.
good.
Yeah. But if my friends go for shisha, I'll probably go and smoke this stupid thing, but I don't want to. It's not my thing.
Shisha is like, I don't know, there is maybe not.
I don't
Okay,
think
it's the
it's
healthier choice, whatever. She was the same.
Fancy.
She was the same. She said, I don't really like this stuff. I said, fuck it, let's go for a walk. She said yes. And we went for a walk from Kubo to the very end of the beach, which is, like quite long walk to the very end to the,
Yes.
yeah, put it here, we smoke, no problem. Yeah, actually make one, let's smoke. I don't smoke.
Yeah, next time we can go.
There is
I
no
have
next time,
like
this time.
12 stuff for shisha. I also don't smoke and don't drink alcohol. I only have mini bar for my guests. But shisha, yes, I cannot say that it's healthier, but this is the only thing that I could smoke. Rarely, but yeah. Okay, continue.
So we went on this, long story short, our friends went to alcoholize themselves and smoke stuff, and we went for a walk, both of us. Not intentionally, just what happened. And we walked to the very end, which is quite a long walk. It's about 30-40 minutes at least one way. And it was super nice walk. We walked, we talked, we came to a conclusion that we're interesting to each other. We more or less like same stuff. We like to be physically active because I do like to be physically active because I'm on a long journey for weight loss. I was very obese 5 years ago. Now I'm trying to lose weight and, improving
I
my...
remember you from last year, so I see some progress.
Where you seeing me last year?
No? And a car surfing meeting.
I remember many stuff.
Yeah, you
I
wanted to go to my friend's apartment to watch Netflix.
Ah, damn it! I remember. Okay, hi.
That was funny, I remember that.
I remember the series. She explained about this.
I remember her face.
Couch surfing, nice. I was there a few times, but never met you.
No, that was not hard service. So some random sitting on the.
Yeah, maybe. There was a
Sunbed.
group. Yes, there was a group hangouts in Varna. Yeah.
Anyway, we went there. We talk interesting stuff. We even sit on the shore. We were interesting to each other. That's the thing. Actually, the plan was just to walk and fuck off, do some other stuff. No, we stayed for hours. We stayed kind of few hours there, like watching the moon and whatever we can see
Very
on the
nice
sea.
in the.
We came to a conclusion we're interesting to each other. Of course, I drove her home. I didn't initiate anything because I didn't have such intention, but I saw this person's interesting. So after that, we went out for a walk a few more times.
Like also, I think it's very nice when a man has a gesture, a gentleman gesture. Like for example, you said that you drove her home.
Oh, obviously you need to do this.
You do this or at least like walk.
Yeah.
That's amazing. But for example, in the West, I think it's like nowadays even no like.
My intention of driving her home is very simple because I kind of took her night and I don't know how long she was about to spend outside. it was late hour anyway, so I feel like I need to send her safe home. It's my responsibility
it's very
until
nice.
she reach home.
It
Yeah.
should be like that.
True.
And anyway, this happened. So next few days we kind of did the same walk. We spent even more time there. We start like hugging, watching the moon again and such. I like to watch moon. I don't know how stupid that sounds from a man. I'm fucking romantic or something, but I like to watch the moonrise and just
It's
sit,
very
watch
healthy,
moon
what I heard. It's also very
and
healthy
take
for
pictures and stuff. Turn out she like the same stuff, and we sit there, just hugging, not doing anything else. And a few days after, I told her, you know what? I really like to watch the Perseids, the falling shooting stars. I'm going there. Feel free to come with me. It's a remote area. It's a 1 hour drive from here. It's a wild place. It involves some walking, it's wild place. There is no bars, restaurants, and stuff. And we sit on the beach and we sleep on the beach probably.
Oh, very nice.
Feel free. And she came, and we stayed there all night long. My plan was to stay a few hours and go
She
home.
was not afraid that you will kill her.
No, apparently
dig
not.
in.
Apparently not. We went there. We watched the stars all night long. That was not the plan. The plan was a few hours, and we saw very nice shooting stars. Actually, we stayed there. We spoke even more stuff, and 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. the sun kind of the sun's not showing at 4 a.m. but it started getting a little bit brighter. Somehow randomly in the conversation, she asked me like, "What you really want to do? What's your what you really want to do?" And I just grabbed her face and kissed her. It was super amazing. It was my best first kiss ever. And don't get me wrong, I'm like grown man now, I know how to kiss girls and stuff. But it was so natural, so.
It's very romantic when you say that.
I don't even try to be romantic. It just happened.
Yeah, but I mean when you don't plan it, it's maybe even.
But here's the thing: not restaurant, not fancy place, not coffee, wild beach with mosquitoes and stuff, and it was cold. Actually, we were freezing. Had some blankets and stuff, but apparently I was not prepared for such stuff. Super cool. You can't really get this in the restaurant. You can't
Sounds
get
really
this,
nice.
this vibe and stuff.
The right person, I think you can. But it depends. Like.
But it's not the first date. It's not the first
No,
date.
no,
You
no,
already know
definitely
each
not.
other. That's why
There
it's
was
different.
not a date. There
Yeah,
was not
but
a date.
you already know each other. That's the
And
difference.
look, here's the thing. That's why I hate this dating apps and bullshit, because you choose by picture. I don't want to choose by picture. Initially, when I saw this girl, I said, probably she's kind of maybe older than me. She looked a little bit weird. Don't get me wrong, she was beautiful. But I was not that much dating interesting in her. Just interesting person, yes. Obviously, then I was super attracted to her, like physically as well.
But you can also write description and you can read that description.
Nobody read them.
Some people do.
Yeah, but again, like with my client, any description when he's short on, nobody likes him. When the short off, oh my god.
I need to a bit defend the other side because I disagree with you because for example for me it depends because some people are looking for only character, it's okay, but for example for me I'm a Taurus, so like it's from Venus, so for me it's very important, like aesthetic is very important in life, in everything, and for example I couldn't do more with someone who is not attractive for me, so for me it must be first physical attraction and then it can lead to something, because otherwise I can be only friends and otherwise but I'm not looking for friends on Tinder, right? So I disagree with you.
So what is attractive man for you? Tell us.
So first of all, handsome for me, but yesterday I was talking with my Bulgarian friend, amazing girl, Joanna, and we were talking, I showed her my perfect type.
Mm-hmm.
She said she doesn't like.
What is your perfect
Show
type?
us your perfect
Like
type.
dark hair, dark eyes, a bit darker skin, so something exotic for me, like Italians, Israel from Israel,
Okay.
from Greece, or like maybe Israel number one and Greece
But
number
my
two.
dark hair is not fitting
You
together.
are Ashkenazi, I guess, right? You are Ashkenazi, not Mizrahi. I'm more like into this Mizrahi. So yes, so first of all, like, but you asked it physically or only physically?
Only physically. I'm like, my dark hair is so dark. That's why you cannot see it.
And as I said earlier, not shorter than me. That's enough. And it's amazing when it's like also good body. In the past I was only looking at the face, but now I met one guy and he has an amazing body, so now I would like also like.
You remember what I said? They
Good
will
shape.
compare you with every man that they met.
In the past, it was never important for me, just face, but now
Yeah, when
nice body would be nice also.
yeah, when you meet a guy who that spent a lot and fly you a lot, for example, you will look for this also. Like, I want him to have nice body and to also fly. That's the problem. But I understand completely. We both need to have good bodies. Like I totally agree because that's why I'm working out. That's why you can see all this fitness equipment. Because I understand that it doesn't matter how much girl like you right now. It doesn't matter how much love you have right now. In the end of the day, if you are not working on yourself to be as sexy as possible, as a man and as a woman, at some point your partner will get bored. He will not feel the same attraction, and he will see something more attractive anyway. We always have some other people more attractive than us, so at least we can try to be our best, you know. So for me, people that say, you have to love me as I am. If you don't love me in my bad times, you don't deserve the good times. You know, this preach. For me, it's just a sign you are lazy fuck and you don't want to work on yourself. If you cannot improve yourself and work, and by the way, good for you. I already also see that you have a lot better physique than before. That's the way to do. We don't have any choice. Especially when we want to marry.
I do it for myself. I just feel better and this health
Yeah,
wise is
we
better.
do it for
That's my
ourselves, but
purpose.
It's the most important. But
it's also important just for future marriage too, basically.
Yes, that's very good that you are thinking about this aim already. but as I said, for my friend, she showed me men that are like her, perfect type, and totally different.
Yeah, everybody
So,
have different type. Everybody
That's
has
good. You're not
different.
gonna compete for the same men.
Yes,
it's
we
very
said
important.
that to each other, and we were
Very
laughing,
important.
Yeah, it's normal. The men also have a different type of girls. So when we're speaking about something serious, of course. When we're speaking about love making, men don't really have.
Not so picky.
Yeah, well, not so
And
picky.
what about you? What your perfect type?
I want to say that if we have I don't know what my type is because everyone I've liked is like so different from one another. I think if I am to like fall in love with someone, it would be for rather their personality and the connection we have. Like I believe the connection is really important. What he described with the person he didn't date but they had an experience together is connection. They were actually vibing. This is something that I really value. If I have that, it doesn't matter if you, and in fact I really don't care if someone is like you say on Tinder, your client that is like shirtless and showing their abs. Honestly, I couldn't care less. Like
In
you know,
his
it
defense,
is
you know, he do
visually
it just
nice,
to
but
get matches.
oh yeah,
He
well,
don't do it to seduce the girl. He do it to get matches because,
but
as he told me, he said, "Where can you meet them? Like, I don't want to meet girls on the discotheques. I don't want to walk myself on the coffee shop to try to speak to somebody because this look terrible. I am a grown man. I am successful, and to go to girls, let's meet this look like bullshit.
no, but
So
like
where can he meet it? You know,
why should it be like a desperate kind of thing?
he wants a
Because,
relationship.
like,
He wants
yeah,
children.
yeah, but like go out there and meet people. Why
How?
not?
Where?
Go to social events. Go
Okay,
like
which events?
Social, like couch surfing,
Yeah.
although the men weird.
Yes, we know.
Yeah, but anyway, like language speaking group. Like I'm going to Spanish speaking
Oh, yeah.
group in Varna, for
No,
example.
there's-
I met interesting people. More. Never mind. But I just wanted to add, sorry, like
Yeah.
that for me also connection is crucial. Just for me, it's like first physical attractiveness, and then
Really?
I also need also of course connection, but it's like yeah, so it's also for me
Yeah.
important.
I mean, yeah, physical attraction is obviously very important, but sometimes, like, it happened to me, like, I currently have a crush over a boy that at first I was not attracted to him in that way. I like him, but I kind of like him as a person, as a friend. But then we spent some time together and we actually had, like, this connection that I've had with no one else before. And after having that, he's now my crush, and I'm still in love with him. He's not even here anymore, but like, this is like.
I had this twice, but yeah, I understand what you mean. Like the man was not so attractive to me, but then I like the personality. So it happened to me twice also in my life. Then I thought, oh, it's such a nice guy, and I like him much more. But yes,
You saw the potential. That's the way. When you see the potential future together, only then you can like the guy. For the same reason, for example, I had 1 year relationship, and the girl was saying, Sergey, I don't know why, but I cannot fall in love with you. I don't understand. I was her first man. She was virgin. It was like 6 years ago or something. And she felt really strange, because she said, I like you, but I don't know why, but I was thinking that I will fall in love with you, but I cannot. I don't understand why. And we spent so much time together without breaking up because I was chill about it, and she know that I was doing the psychology. Her mother actually read my book, and it was really funny for me because she said, it was really funny because she said, my mom saw your videos, saw your content that you're speaking about the relationship, and I'm like, oh God, what she said. She said it's actually nice that you will teach me stuff, and you look nice person, so she is approving. Her mother actually still like me. We still communicated with her mother. I consult her with her about some stuff from her business, but why she didn't love me? The problem was because she didn't see future with me. She knew that she will go to the university. She want to experiment, to meet new people, to live new life. She right now have a girlfriend. Yeah, she's bi, and because of that, she didn't see the future with me. And of course, when the girl don't see the potential future, she cannot fall in love. It doesn't matter how tall you are, how rich you are, how handsome you are, how good you cook. If she don't see it, nothing you can do.
Why is that?
Girls have better memory.
Duh.
Yeah, they need to. Because socially, when women go to hunt something before, in the hunting age, so we need to go to hunt to try to bring some meat on the village. The girls have to stay in the village, and they have to communicate between each other. And if you forget that somebody is cheating with somebody don't like
That
somebody,
makes sense.
and you make a mistake, you can have a lot of problems. That's why they have such a good communication skills involved. And for example, why there are so many girls that like toxic relationship. I don't say that about you. I can explain, yeah. It's really easy because over the years, for example, girls, some village formed. Man, woman, love village.
So it's like an explanation from the caveman.
Yeah. And some barbarian came and killed all the men. And now girls have the choice: sleep with barbarians, stay with them, or die. The one that was faithful were killed. The one that was not stayed. And this repeated over and over and over. They stay on one place. Some barbarians come, kill all the men, sleep with all the women. The one that don't want to sleep get shot.
Maybe it's more like that.
Evolution.
Maybe it's more like that. Like this. How do you say barbarian? Maybe it's like more and more for us somehow. I don't know, like subconsciously.
I can survive if I be with him.
Of like like this male masculine.
Basically you
qualities.
feel attracted to the man that translating I can kill everybody else. You stay with me, you will survive.
Yeah, like yeah, it's maybe subconscious kind of, yes.
Yeah, unfortunately. That's why, for example, I know one professor that is pretty old dude. He's not beautiful, but he showed us one example how he can seduce any woman. He was in Turkey, and one girl from the hotel hated him. Like basically, she hated his guts, and he said, "I can make her fall in love with me, or at least feel attraction for me." So when she was looking at him, he starts fucking up with the Turkish guy that gives snorkeling. So he pay him, he go to snorkel, he go back and like, okay, my friend, I return to you, give me my money back. And the dude like, what the fuck? How can you ask? Well, yeah, I return this to you, you give me the money. And he start fucking with him on the point of almost conflict. And then he said, I am joking, my friend, I'm joking. Yeah, here you go, thank you. And the girls see that he fuck up with other men, but with not bad consequences to him. So he behaved like alpha, like, I can fuck with everybody here and nothing bad will happen to me. Super confident, and she felt attraction.
But I'm sure that not for every woman.
No, not for every woman, but this is this animalistic. This is this animalistic, or something else that I learned a few days ago. For example, IK effect. If you just go with the girl to the restaurant, you just do everything, she don't have to do anything, she feel like a princess. She will like it. But even if she go for the cheaper date with other guy, but she have to help him do stuff. Oh, my backpack, something broke, help me fix it, and you fix it together, then it's the connection like you described, when you do something together. So if you intentionally break shit and make her help you, she will feel a lot more connected to you than with the restaurant. This is the manipulation I learned a few days ago from one video. And I actually, this
This happened to me relatively recently. I kind of dated one girl. I saw her once, and I saw her second time, and we went out by with my car somewhere, and my car actually broke down. But not intentionally, of course, not intentionally. And she was with a little bit wet hair. Obviously, she prepared something. I have no idea. And apparently, one belt in the car started smoking, and it was, slipping or whatever. She said, I was thinking, oh, she's gonna be so pissed off now. She's gonna be annoyed or something. And I went out to see if we're in danger because he may start fire or something. I said, this is fucked up. I'm not sure if the car will make it. I'm really sorry. We have two options. I can get you a taxi, go home, or maybe I can try to drive you home with this car. I'm not sure if the car will make it. Or maybe I can try to drive home and change with another car, but I'm not sure if we can make it there. And I'm really sorry because it starts a little bit smoking, smelling like rubber and stuff.
Sounds dangerous.
It's dangerous. And she made the joke, oh, my hair will become smelly now because, wet hair apparently gets smells. I don't know. Is it? Whatever. Female stuff. And I said, oh, she's gonna be so pissed off and stuff. No, she went out of the car and said, oh, can we fix it? Can we do that? Can we do that? And
This is adventure. This is adventure.
it was huge adventure because we drive home, we get another car which is super shitty, super dirty, super blah. And
But this is adventure. This is emotions.
long story short, we get to the initial place. Obviously, we missed the deadline of whatever we had to do. We had so much fun.
Yeah.
I mean, so much fun. We just had good night. Nothing happened after. We didn't see each other after this. Not because of this, because of other stuff. But in general, we had super nice, unplanned and adventurous night.
Yeah, when you have some type of the problems or something not going to the plan, this is when you feel most alive. I think it's for the men too. When you have to fix something, you feel alive. You go, oh fuck, I need to figure out.
Cooking is the same, I think. You said cooking. I also like to cook a lot, and I actually cook all my food, and I think I'm very good cook actually.
Yeah, cool. Me too.
And when you cook, because I don't want to be offensive here or something, but my personal opinion, most women, if not all women I kind of date and seen, they don't cook at all.
Not all of them, but most of them, yeah.
Or they cook awful, or maybe I cook too well. Anyway, I cook for them, I do stuff for them, and they, oh wow, that's cool, can I help, can I help? I'm giving them some small task and they're happy to help.
Yep. Peel potatoes.
Yeah, but I think also it works the other way, that I think that men
A little
usually
bit more.
usually like when they can help a woman, that they feel needed, and
Definitely,
like
yes.
for example, to carry something heavy, they feel like, oh, I'm such an alpha male, or help in something, or like change the bulb, or
Yeah, sure. Men needs to feel appreciated, and we need to feel that you need us, basically.
yeah, and women should always appreciate that, and like not that it's something obvious, that not take it for granted, but like appreciate and thank him. Like for example, if he's helping at home, for example, let's say a relation,
Definitely.
and then just that she's playing a bit like, oh, thank you so much, you helped me so much, and he will do it again, right? Even
Absolutely,
clean
yeah.
and so on. That's
If you just take it as granted, he will not do it again.
Yes, or like when you make a man like like, oh, like we should split everything, and I think it's more like better when the woman is playing a bit like, oh, you helped me so much, like you know, and it's more effective, I think.
Yes, this is nice manipulation, but it's
Positive,
correct one. It's
positive,
positive,
one,
yeah. We need to manipulate each other in the positive way, basically.
Yes.
This is
I don't
important.
like even the word manipulate, because I think it's not exactly like this.
Yeah,
Like we are
people-
just fulfilling each other's needs. Like for example, when for men it's without sense to buy women flowers. He's more practical. He would prefer to give like flowers in a,
Yeah, something that will not die.
Yes, or like not chocolates, but like for example, buy chocolates for grams. It would be more practical, you know.
Okay, yeah.
But he wants to make nice gestures so the woman feels nice, and we should also do like, it's not manipulation. Like for him it's without sense, but he just wants her to be happy. So that's not manipulation.
Look, people think that word manipulation is bad, and I understand why. But honestly, we do in our life is manipulation. When you go to the shop, you give the cashier the money. You manipulate him with the money to give you the products. You know, it still can count as manipulation. When you go walk the street, the car don't hit you because they know that they will get in trouble. It's still the kind of manipulation from the government, you know, to control the stuff. Everything we do is manipulation. When we raise the children, every second thing we do is manipulation. When we try to point the children in the right direction. So it's not something negative. We can do it positively, we can do it negatively. That's why I say, when you manipulate positively, it's good. We need to do this more often. We need to speak about it more often. When you do it negatively, for example, you don't get enough attention from your man because he's tired, but you don't charge him with energy. You don't give him what he needs, but you request things from him. And of course, he's more drained. And because he still love you, he wants to stay in a relationship. Some girls, for example, start acting hurt. You don't love me, you don't like me, you don't like my picture. They invent the problem, because when they create the problem, he will try to fix it, so he will give her attention, basically. So she manipulates him to get what she wants, but in negative way. This I am against. If you do it in positive way, you need to make me feel like I want to do it, not like I have to do it. That's the difference. And the same for the girlfriend. If you want her to be more fit, more beautiful, you need to manipulate her still, but in the positive way. Like you do, like, let's go to the hike, let's go to the walk, let's do
Together.
something together. Not like you fat go to the gym. That will not work. But when
But this should work with mature people, actually. If you explain your theory well, you
the
know.
problem, we're not mature. Even when we're,
And you will hurt someone's feelings if you say that. But when you
yeah,
say let's do
and
it
they will
together,
remember it again and again.
If it's
It's
well
very
presented,
different.
you give your point like, okay, look, like if you weight more, you're more unhealthy, bad for your hormonal balance, blah blah blah.
They understand, but
You gotta use more
Yeah,
fuel,
but,
you're killing the nature.
love is more about like some magic, you know, not about like. Woman could tell you very bad things, for example, and she would be right, but it's not the point, right?
honestly, men are better to get the critiques, because we are more
Yes,
logical in this
yes,
way,
but,
and we get used to it. We get critiqued all the time from the young age. The girls, on the other hand, when they get critiqued, they go
Take it
to
personally.
overdrive, and they start
Being offended.
yeah, and they start repeating this in her head for thousands times until she hates you.
But
Then she will point all the things that wrong with you, and you basically sabotage
but
yourself.
I had a bit opposite experience, because my boyfriend was British, and we have totally different cultures. Like British culture is totally indirect, and Polish culture is quite direct.
Mhm.
So I'm a very honest person. So he actually was I just was saying some things, not to criticize, but and at some point he told me that I don't like anything in him, and I said like, what are you talking about? And he started saying like clothes, something. So it's not like this always.
No, we're not talking about those stuff. We're talking about something directly about you. So, for example, as he said,
but
like a weight.
your clothes, for example, so it's also directly about you. So I had this
I guess so.
situation that was opposite.
I guess so, but you can say it more nicely and to offer the solution that will
and
benefit
first of
both
all,
of you.
it's just better. Like you want to make your woman happy, right? I think
But
if you care about her, so.
there is one funny thing about this. For example, there is some girls in the relationship that she said, "Oh, can you shave? I don't really like beard. Let's wear this clothes or that one." And she totally changed the man, and then, you're not the same person I love. I don't like you anymore. And she cheat. For example, this is really shown in the long term for 5-7 years. She met bad boy. He's all tattoos. He's dangerous. He ride motorcycle. He like to climb the rocks somewhere. He have active and interesting life, and she love it. And she go. Are you okay?
I think it's bad for.
Okay.
Recording, sorry.
And she loved him. They became begin a relationship. And at some point, she's pregnant. And she said, "Oh, I'm really worried. You go to this motorcycle rides, you go to climb some rocks, you can fall down, you can die, and who will take care of me and our baby?" And of course, it's logical. And he stopped doing this. But because he stopped doing this, now he have no fire in his eyes. He have no drive, no energy, because he basically sacrificed the things that charged him with the energy. And she loved him for that energy. And now he sacrificed that for the family. He became more passive. He became more chill. He became less aggressive for life. And then she lost attraction and say, "Oh, you are not the same man. I don't know. I fell off the love from you." And she maybe cheat. And they break up. Do you think this man will ever do the same for the next girl? Do you think he will ever give up his dreams and his things for the next relationship?
Maybe he will not go back to this.
He will not, yeah.
Because no, I mean maybe he will not go back to this dangerous lifestyle because now he has a baby. People are evolving.
But she break up with him.
Yeah, but they
and
have a
took
baby.
the baby.
So to answer his question, yes or no?
Still his father. He's a father.
How can you be the father if the woman alienate you from the children? If they still raise the children, okay. But at least in USA, a lot of people, she take the child and she try to get all the parental rights to get the money benefits too. And a lot of girls actually hate when they break up with their boyfriend. They hate him for some reason. Maybe because
I saw it in my friend.
Yes.
But it's so bad.
It's bad. But when they break up, it's like you stole from me. You stole my time. I was expecting those things from you. You didn't do it. Now I hate you. And she tried to hurt him as much as possible.
But
and way to do it is to take the children and not give him.
Yeah, but it's so bad for the child. And
yes,
how mother could do that? Like she should think about the child. It's not about her. It's about the child. So that's crazy that some people do
if she's adequate and if she really loves the child, then yes, of course she should do it. She should at least allow the father to
love the child, right?
She should at least allow the father to help
and to be happy that
in the life.
He wants to be present.
But
she should be grateful that the man wants to be present.
But unfortunately, most girls are like children. It doesn't matter how old they are.
No, I don't agree. Just some of them, but yeah.
At least have.
But I met recently. I've heard about situation like that. It's very sad.
At least have. This is of course my opinion.
I don't know. Maybe I don't have many friends who are like with children.
Okay, in my opinion,
I have one.
That kind of mean the same thing as the women have more relationships. They become less able to pair bond with someone and build strong and long-term relationships. Same for the men, unfortunately. Each and every relationship breaks you up a little bit or more. And I may be judgmental, but people with a lot of relationships, they not very capable for long relationships anyway. Because
Honestly,
you're broken. You always break something in yourself.
honestly, I don't think it's true for men because
It is.
we don't have so much change in our brain if we go dating different women as the girls do.
Okay, up to a certain number, let's not mention certain number, it's experience. But then it's very thin border when it becomes like brain damaging. No, because look, I'll give you that example. If you have just one relationship, you don't know what you're missing, you want to try stuff, and you may actually be easy going cheating and trying to do something stuff. Maybe I'm talking from my own experience. Once you have 3 to 5 relationships, you're like, I know what's there, they're more or less the same, maybe just want the right person, and that's all. And if you have like 10 plus, let's say, you kind of see how the things work. You kind of think like everything's fucked up. I'm probably not gonna have like long relationship. Let's just date 2 3 girls at the same time because one will fuck off anyway. The other one will decide something else. I just need to have one, and
But we're
going
not talking
nowhere.
about dating them at the same time. We're talking more about monogamous relationship
And what
with
I'm
one
saying,
girl.
if you beginning
But you
with
just
if you're just starting with your relationships, is the first relationship, your first ever relationship. It may be just for 1 month. It may be for 10 years. You're never gonna, or less likely, you're gonna think about dating few girls at the multiple time. But if you have like 10 plus relationships, why not? Why not? You'd
I know.
see.
I think it
it
depends
depends
on
on
the
the
morals
person.
and
It
your
depends on
Of
the
ethics.
course, I'm
person.
not trying to put into frame everybody, but there should be some kind of pattern.
Honestly, if a man can date whoever he wants, if all the girls attracted to him, of course it will be hard for him to stop. Let's be honest, because he need to find somebody really exceptional. But the one thing that men have, and I will say men, not boys, because this is really important, is we're really responsible. And when we feel that a girl is ours, that she's part of our family, we tend to be responsible for her safety, for her well-being, and because of that, we connect with her. So you will not want to cheat or to destroy this relationship because you feel responsibility. At least this is my opinion because I
No,
was like that.
of course.
I
But
had
look, what you're just saying means already you're in a long-term relationship.
yeah.
Once you are in a long-term relationship, automatically mean you have a low number of relationships. Because if I, for my 35 years old, I have like few 3 to 5 years old relationships, I'm just gonna have just 3 or 2. If I'm single for a few years and I have 2 5 year relationships, that's it. I have 2 relationships in my whole life. Yeah. But if I have like 3 months, I can have 15, 20. I'm
Sure.
brain damaged. So it's what I'm saying with different words. Same work
But
for
if
women
you
and for men
meet
as
a
well.
girl that is exactly your type, that is fit to be your wife, will you cheat on her? Really?
No, hell no. Of course
Exactly,
no.
exactly. And
No.
it doesn't matter how many
Look,
relationships you
in
have.
fact, I never ever in my life cheated to any of my girls simply because I'm careful what I'm choosing and who I'm engaging with.
That's why I'm saying it doesn't matter how many relationships
It
as a
matters.
man you
It matters
had,
because now,
because when you meet the right person, you will not fuck it up,
Even
and
if
you
you
will
have
feel
10.
more. You will feel more responsibility to keep this
I'll
thing.
tell you why it matters. With all my knowledge now, with all my experience of relationship, let's put it that way. I'm a little bit disappointed of women. I mean, they're so unreliable. They fucking around. Why shouldn't do the same and have fun then instead?
Again,
While
only
I'm looking for the one.
only when
While I'm looking for the one.
exactly.
Because let's be honest, the next one probably is not gonna be the one that I'm gonna have family and kids with. It's just how it works. I want to, but probably it's not gonna be simply because they're unreliable. Let's.
But when you say it subconsciously, you are bringing it to your life.
Of course. I'm just speaking in my own
And
experience.
also, it depends on your morality. If you are this kind of person who is doing this, that's yours. It's
Honestly,
yours.
I understand him because I have similar view on this part. Because if I meet a girl and I see that she's not serious, she's not wifey material, I will not act serious towards her. I still take care of her. I still protect her. I had such a relationship for 2 years, for example. But the girl, she was from Brazil, really cute, but the age was not right for me first. This is, I know, it's superstitious a little bit.
So why did you
But she,
were in a relationship?
wait. she could not cook at all. She tried it multiple times. It was terrible. We had to throw it out. And she was really cute. I was honest with her from the beginning what to expect from me from the first date. I told her, look, this is what I can give you. This is how it will work. I cannot give anything else.
So
she
she
said,
knew
okay.
that it's not going anywhere
Yes.
serious, and anyway you were
Yes.
2 years together.
But because I took care of her for 2 years, I every date we have, I go with the car, take her, bring to my place, feed her with something I cook, we drink some wine, we have fun. I bring her back, and this was our every date. Almost. Only a few dates we were somewhere around the park or something, but most of the time I always drive her, take her, like a taxi service. It's incredible how much money I spent on gas. And I always cooked. This was our routine. But again, she cannot cook, and she had no qualities for the woman I am searching for. And even like that, on the end of 2 years relationship, I said to her, look, this is I can see you in my future for the rest of our life if you continue with this, only if you agree to this scenario. I will not share the scenario, but I found my way to keep her in my life. She said no, we break up.
So you wanted basically to get married to parents, or
I didn't want to get married, but I found my way to take care of her for the entire life, for the future.
And be in monogamic relationship?
In Darina, no, in her case, no. I said to her, look, I can be with you, I can take care of you your whole life, but I will have another wife.
Something like this.
Yeah.
And your wife would agree for this? Oh my God. That's
Only
crazy.
in her, this was only in her exact situation.
But your wife would know about the other women?
Probably she would, but I don't have a wife right now. So, and you understand, I would ask the girl from the first date if she's okay with that. It's not like I would try to hide it and then show.
No, in general, it's a bit crazy for me, like this approach, because, for example, a bit crazy approach for me. Like for me, like if I don't see like any future with a man, like I prefer to be single and still have a chance to meet the one.
That's why I broke up with her.
So that's why. But still, you were in kind of some relation, maybe open relation, but maybe that's.
Trust me, in this period of her life, I was helping her so much that she needed that. So, and only when this period ended and she stepped on her feet and everything was better, then we had the talk. And
but still we are talking about monogamic relationships. Earlier you said that.
Well, we had free relationship. I was just not cheating because I had no need. I am not the man to go around to cheat if I am satisfied. And I was. But
you are not looking for your wife material at the same time, like for your soul of like your,
And what stops us from looking for the wife material?
For me, it's a bit weird, like when you are in some kind of relationship.
Only if it's honest and only if you know how it works. There is a lot of relationship like friends with benefits.
Yeah.
And the girls say to me, look, you can do whatever you want. You can go date whatever as long as we do whatever. And you're honest with me. Just if you find another girl and you start sleeping with her, just tell me. And it's okay for me. It's okay for her.
Sounds fair.
Yeah, it's fair. This is what I'm doing in my life. I am always trying to be fair and to show from the beginning, this is what I see you now, how I see you now. This is what you can expect. It can change depending on the girl, depending on how she's showed. But also it can get worse.